All right, everyone. This is the Mgtow Cowboy again, coming at you. The Mgtow Cowboy. Greetings, all. I wanted to make a quick video about male mother need. Male mother need is a very important psychological phenomena that occurs in all men, in most men. Most men do have contact with their mother, and it has a very profound effect on the man. The effects can be positive or negative. They're very profound. They can last a lifetime. And they shape they shape future relationships that the man has with the women in his life going forward. So again, the purpose of this video is to explain what male mother need is and to explain how it affects the man in his relationships with other women. So to start, what is male mother need? Male mother need is the idea that men, when they are born, are they're given men are, I shouldn't use the term men, at this point in their life, they're young boys, they're infants. I'll use the term infants and young boys. When men are born and they are infants and young boys, they are smothered with love by their mother. There's an old saying that says, he who rocks the cradle rules the world. Mothers provide the majority of attention giving and nurturing to young children, both male and female. The term I remember using, or I'm sorry, the term I remember learning and I am now using is love bombing. Love bombing is this idea that when you're really young, your mom will saturate you, will super saturate you, oversaturate you with attention. And let's see, I'm sorry. In Spanish, the word is cariño. What is that word in English? It's where she's like real nice to you and cuddly and affection. Affection. The mother will offer a lot of an abundance of affection to the child. And these are during the developmental years. Let's say the first 6 years of the child's of child rearing. And then what happens is the mother slowly weans off the child, slowly weans the child off of this love bombing. And you can imagine, you can kind of conjure up the idea of take like a 6-year-old child as opposed to a 16-year-old child. Or I think a slightly better frame would be, a slightly better example is imagine a 5-year-old child versus a 15-year-old child. The mother is going to give nothing but love and hugs and kisses to the 5-year-old boy. But 10 years later, when the boy is 15, there's no more I shouldn't say there's no more love. There's no more hugs and kisses. Frankly, it becomes much more disciplinarian. You could say adversarial in a way. It's much more, you got to do what you need to do. You got to do what you got to do and hurry up and did you clean your room? I need to check your homework. it's much less hugs and kisses. And this continues on and continues on. And it gets to the point where the mother does not really offer the son um, any what's the word, affection. And eventually, of course, the young male um, reaches the onset of puberty, reaches puberty and goes into puberty for a number of years, becomes, a young man. His teens turn into his 20s, right? 20s into 30s and beyond. But the idea is that this is actually a weakness of the male. This is something that needs to be overcome by men. And that is to say that even though you were loved, you were shown this unconditional love, let's call it, that ends. That's gone. That goes away, and it goes away forever. However, men, even when they're still really young, 18, 20, 22, 24, this really extends even into your 30s. 26, 28, 30, 32, whatever. I don't know. I don't know when it stops. I don't think it ever stops. I think some men learn this and overcome this, some men do not. Men need to learn that every year going forward, you're going to receive less and less of this unconditional love. And it gets pretty tough by your late teens, definitely by your 20s. Well, what happens? Men still want to feel this love from women. Couple that with the raging of the hormones. The men are sexually frustrated. Young men are horny. They are sexually stimulated, and they want sexual attention from women. But they also want this cariño, or what's it called in English, where affection. They want the affection from the women. And what they do, I believe, is they transfer this desire for affection from the mother to their sexual partner, their girlfriend, or their wife, or whatever. Women know this, and they exploit it. They exploit this both the erotic ardor of the male, but also this knowledge that the man wants the female's affirmation and the female's love. And I believe this is actually key to the maturation of the male. This is key to helping men mature. And that is to say, young men need to be educated in the existence of this phenomena, which is just another way of saying men need to introspect. Men need to learn who they are. Men need to figure out who they are. Men need to be told by other men, or in school or wherever, that this is who they are. This is their genetic makeup. This is their psychological makeup. Or I should say, this is their psychological makeup. And of course, your psychology is informed by your biology. Your biology is informed by your genetics. So yeah, it goes to your genetics. Essentially, this is who you are. And but we we don't teach men this, and I believe that the reason is because the people, there are certain groups of people that don't want this taught to young men. We want young men to be dumb and full of something, so that they can mess up, so that they can mess up and make mistakes, and then pop, they're in court. All of a sudden, they're paying, by the strike of a gavel, someone decides they got to start paying $700 a month in child support, and next thing you know, and the wheels keep spinning, and the world keeps turning. So, that is what male mother need is. What men need to do, what Mgtow men need to do, number one, is they need to look out for themselves. You got to fix yourself before you fix society. You need to figure out that this is your nature. You are a person that craves the attention and the affirmation of women. But you can conquer this. So this is like the power of the will. You can say, wow, this is who I am, but I can rise above my nature. In fact, I think that is what it means to be human. We're not, I don't know if this is a political statement or a spiritual statement or a philosophical statement, but I think that we are not animals. We are above animals. Because we are sentient beings. We can rise above our nature. Well, not all animals can do that. But of course, that could also become malicious, right? Like, people can decide once they realize that they're sentient beings, they can decide, well, I can be good, but I could also be bad. So I'm going off on a tangent here, but really quick, like I was thinking about this. Think about the idea of murder. And when I say murder, I don't mean killing animals for sport. I actually enjoy blood sport. I think it is okay to hunt animals, especially if you plan on eating them. But even if you don't decide to eat them, it's okay to kill animals because they are not on our level. They are below us. However, I do think it is wrong to kill other humans for sport. And if you think about it, that's what murder is, right? That's what homicide is. All the other animals in the animal kingdom also, not all of them, but there are many creatures, there are many species of animals that kill other animals. They kill some of their own species, they'll kill animals of other species, but it's not malicious. It's typically because they're what are they doing? They're hunting, so they got to eat, right? So it's for survival. It's always typically for survival. They're hunting, so they got to eat, or whatever. A pregnant female wolf or a female bear or something will want to protect its cubs or its pups, and it'll literally kill other animals that might like wander into the area that it considers like its defensive zone. It's not malicious. It's a survival thing. But humans are not like that. Or I mean, humans are like that, but humans also are. We kill. Not all of us, but some of us. We're like intraspecies predators, not interspecies, intraspecies predators. We will actually predate on people on within our own species. There are people who literally like to hurt other people within the species. And there's no need for it, right? There's no need for it. It's not a survival thing. You're guaranteed, in most countries, and especially in Western countries, think of all the people that rape and rob and cheat and knock off liquor stores, all the murders that happen on the south side of Chicago. It's not about survival. These people aren't like, killing someone else for a loaf of bread to feed their family, and they're all no. There's enough food. It's not survival. It's something else. It's maliciousness. Anyway, I'm sorry. I was going off on a tangent. Male mother need. To finish up this video, male mother need is it's this idea that like men and women, but this is geared toward Mgtow, towards men. Men seek the approval and the affection of women. This starts at a very young age. It continues on for many men all their lives. But I believe some men can actually rise above this. And these are the Mgtow type men. These are a select group of men. But we should, again, disseminate this information so that more men can become like this. And I believe this is what being mature is. This is what it means to become a mature male. To essentially realize that maybe as a kid, this is how it was. You received a lot of love. Mommy love you. Labu, labu, labu. But you're not 6 anymore. You're not 4.5. You're 30. You're 40. Stop chasing these women. There is no love to be found in them. The love is actually inside of you. But you're not told that, so we need to start telling men that. And then these men will manifest all the good things that they need to do to create a better life for themselves. And then therefore, a better life for themselves will then manifest a better world through their actions. So, yeah, that's male mother need from my perspective. And and yeah, all right. So that's it. Again, if you guys like the video, please please subscribe. Feel free to leave a comment. And you gentlemen have a good rest of your evening. All right, bye now. Mgtow up.